Exodus chapter 25, verses 1 to 40. I'm reading from the New Revised Standard Version, the Green Bible. Verse 1. The Lord said to Moses, verse 2, tell the Israelites to take for me an offering from all whose hearts prompt them to give you shall receive the offerings for me. Verse 3, this is the offering that you shall receive from them, gold, silver, and bronze. Verse 4, blue, purple, and crimson yarns, and fine linen, goat's hair. Verse 5, tanned ram's skins, fine leather, acacia wood. Verse 6, oil for the lamps, spices for the anointing oil, and for the fragrant incenses. Verse 7, onyx stones and gems to be set in the ephod and for the breastpiece. Verse 8, and have them make me a sanctuary so that I may dwell among them. Verse 9, in accordance with all that I show you concerning the pattern of the tabernacle and of all its furniture, you shall make it. Verse 10, you shall make an ark of acacia wood. It shall be 2.5 cubits long, a cubit and a half wide, and a cubit and a half high. Verse 11, you shall overlay it with pure gold, inside and outside you shall overlay it, and you shall make a molding of gold upon it all around. Verse 12, you shall cast 4 rings of gold for it, and put them on its 4 feet, 2 rings on the one side of it, and 2 rings on the other side of it. You shall, verse 13, you shall make poles of acacia wood and overlay them with gold. Verse 14, and you shall put the poles into the rings on the side of the ark by which to carry the ark. Verse 15, the poles shall remain in the rings of the ark. They shall not be taken from it. Verse 16, you shall put into the ark the covenant that I shall give you. Verse 17, then you shall make a mercy seat of pure gold, 2 cubits and a half shall be its length, and a cubit and a half its width. Verse 18, you shall make 2 cherubim of gold. You shall make them of hammered work at the 2 ends of the mercy seat. Verse 19, make 1 cherub at the one end, and 1 cherub at the other. Of 1 piece with the mercy seat, you shall make the cherubim at its 2 ends. Verse 20, the cherubim shall spread out their wings above, overshadowing the mercy seat with their wings. They shall face to one another. The face of the cherubim shall be turned toward the mercy seat. Verse 21, you shall put the mercy seat on top of the ark, and in the ark you shall put the covenant that I shall give you. Verse 22, there I will meet with you, and from above the mercy seat, from between the 2 cherubim that are on the ark of the covenant, I will deliver to you all my commands for the Israelites. Verse 23, you shall make a table of acacia wood, 2 cubits long, 1 cubit wide, and a cubit and a half high. Verse 24, you shall overlay it with pure gold and make a molding of gold around it. Verse 25, you shall make around it a rim of handbreadth wide and a molding of gold around the rim. Verse 26, you shall make for it 4 rings of gold and fasten the rings to the 4 corners as its 4 legs. Verse 27, the rings that all the poles used for carrying the table shall be close to the rim. Verse 28, you shall make the poles of acacia wood and overlay them with gold, and the table shall be carried with this. Verse 29, you shall make its plates and dishes for incense, and its flagons and bowls with which to pour drink offerings. You shall make them of pure gold. Verse 30, and you shall set the bread of the presence on the table before me always. Verse 31, you shall make a lampstand of pure gold. The base and the shaft of the lampstand shall be made of hammered work. Its cups, its calyxes, and its petals shall be of 1 piece with it. Verse 32, and there shall be 6 branches going out of its side, 3 branches of the lampstand out of one side of it, and 3 branches of the lampstand out of the other side of it. Verse 33, 3 cups shaped like almond blossoms, each with calyx and petals on one branch, and 3 cups shaped like almond blossoms, each with calyx and petals on the other branch. So for the 6 branches going out of the lampstand. Verse 34, on the lampstand itself there shall be 4 cups shaped like almond blossoms, each with its calyxes and petals. Verse 35, there shall be calyx of 1 piece with its under the first pair of branches, a calyx of one piece with it under the next pair of branches, and a calyx of one piece with it under the last pair of branches. So for the 6 branches that go out of the lampstand. Verse 36, their calyxes and their branches shall be of one piece with it, the whole of it 100 pieces of pure gold. Verse 37, you shall make 7 lampstands for it, and the lamps shall be set up so as to give light on the space in front of it. Verse 38, its snuffers and strays shall be of pure gold. Verse 39, it and all these utensils shall be made from a talent of pure gold. Verse 40, and see that you make them according to the pattern for them, which is being shown you on the mountain. Exodus chapter 25, verses 1 to 40. I'm reading from the New Revised Standard Version, the Green Bible.